Hello, this is Father Aaron Westman with the Glen Mary Home Missioners, and this is your Missioner Moment. My brothers and sisters, we have entered into one of the most sacred, if not the most sacred times of the year, especially for us as Christians, as we begin this Holy Week. And if you're like me, I'm sure you're thinking, this is certainly going to be a Holy Week that is different than any we have experienced before. One of the themes that has come to my mind in my own prayer as I've thought about Holy Week and prayed through some of these great mysteries is that oftentimes during the celebrations, during the stories that we hear of during Holy Week, is that we find that Jesus himself is oftentimes alone. When he's in the Garden of Gethsemane, he asks his friends to stay with him, to pray with him, and he finds himself pretty much alone. When he is being judged and put into a cell as a prisoner, as somebody who is going to be tried, to have his life taken away, he finds himself alone. When times arise where his friends could say that, yes, I am his friend, I am his follower, they deny him, and Jesus finds himself alone. And of course, nothing could be more lonely than the experience Jesus has as he hangs on the cross, seemingly alone, bearing the brunt of the world's sin. And as I thought about Jesus' own loneliness during this week, I began to realize that this is an experience that many of us are having as we are in isolation, as we are in lockdown. I particularly began to think about the elderly, people in nursing homes, people who cannot see their family, and maybe they don't even understand why they're alone and why nobody is visiting them. In many ways, I feel that we human beings at this time can really have a close solidarity with Jesus and his own experience of being alone through this Holy Week. So what can we do? My brothers and sisters, I know that this Holy Week will be like none that we've experienced. I know that for many of us there is a sadness because we cannot be part of these beautiful liturgical celebrations, at least in person. But we can commit ourselves to this, that even in the midst of our own loneliness, we might be sure that Jesus doesn't have to journey alone. We can open up the scriptures every single day this week, and really without the distractions that we normally have, and read through the beautiful passages about Jesus going into this most holy of time, Jesus' passion, his crucifixion, and his resurrection. And in each of these moments, unite ourselves with Jesus, but also with all people throughout this world, especially those who particularly feel alone at this time. No doubt, this will be a different Holy Week, but we can make the best of it as we have time somewhat opened up for us where we can commit ourselves to making sure that Jesus doesn't journey alone. May we be blessed this Holy Week.